Hello, hi. How's everyone doing today? We're starting a little early because I honestly don't have the patience to wait. Because we're finally here. We're going to be doing Honkai Star Rails 2.2 Penny Quest. Do that. And then I'm going to post a link to the Discord for you guys. There you go. So I'm really excited to do this quest. I have so many questions I want answered. For one, is Robin coming back? I'm assuming, because she's a pullable character this time around, and she was in the trailer, so I'm assuming she's coming back. Firefly came back, so I wonder how that's gonna happen. Is the order behind it, like everyone's been theorizing since that Death Dream showed up, because it has the same eye as her? That would be really interesting. But that kind of raises the question of, do eons still exist even after they're destroyed? Kind of like in Genshin, how the gods still exist after they die. That could be very interesting. Hi Galaxy, how are you? Where did Aventurine go? Did he end up in the same place that Robin and Firefly went? I wonder how he's gonna come back. Hopefully he comes back. Aventurine has definitely become one of my favorite characters, so I'm really hoping he's okay. Yeah, I just have a lot of questions, not a lot of answers, bunch of crazy theories, but hey, we have like 3 cliffhangers that we got left off on last time, so without further ado, let's just get started. I wanna see how I heard this story is crazy. This quest is absolutely insane, so I'm excited. So, I have not been able to go to the Astral Express since the update came out, because the quest starts there. So, the quest is peak? Really, I'm so excited. So, yeah, I haven't been able to go to the Express, because the next part of it is in the Polar Car. So if I went there, I would get sucked into the quest. So I've been waiting. I haven't done Nameless Honor or anything because of it. 12 system hours until the Charmony Festival.
Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase.
Dunhan!
Accompanied by
what the fuck? Hi, Boot Hill!
System hours. This grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
Oh, he got assless chaps on. I never noticed that. But it's like his metal. So it like blends in.
I already told you! We can talk things out!
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so...
Oh,
I have
whoa.
no choice but to
I never
resort
noticed
to
his
asking
eyes are
this
like
favor of you
targets.
all.
Since
They're like
you already
scopes.
know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
Really? Sure.
For the last time, state your identity and
They
purpose.
literally just started with Don Hung with a gun to his head. Okay.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
You're also a cowboy.
Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid.
Aren't they supposed to be like superheroes?
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
Alright, Cowboy Arlecchino.
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness.
Why
but there
doesn't he
are
just
plenty
go all
of
in
rumors
Bible
in the
Lume on
cosmos
this guy?
regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories.
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a
I'm not gonna lie, I like him a lot better
Galaxy
now that I know his
Ranger
eyes are
being
like
turned into
scopes.
gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're
It
in
looks really
some
cool.
valley screwing around on swings.
I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna try and skip.
Of course, I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless.
Mainly because I really want Firefly and she's right after him and I need
See
to
the bullets
save.
in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this
Oh,
one
Acheron.
might just
Okay.
end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes. You all have to first.
Danong's like, I'm done, I'm
yourselves.
walking away.
Recognize this?
The jade thingy.
It's a model fudger.
Muddle Fudge.
The
Oh
Jade
my god,
Abacus
it's true.
Ally and Oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys.
So, I got spoiled about this on Twitter. And basically, I just saw that people were posting that because he's like 99% machine now or whatever, he has a profanity filter on him. He can't curse because he's supposed to be like a hero of justice. That's what the Galaxy Rangers are. So, someone put a profanity filter on him. So this is him trying to cuss, but he can't. That's so funny.
Model fudger?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion
Got like
of
a
cloud
scar there.
knights. Now,
I'm loving playing
I
father.
reckon
I have
that'd
a
be
team
one
of
budget sight
Xingqiu,
to
Beidou,
behold.
and Yunjin. Ooh, Yunjin's interesting pick. Well, congrats on getting her. I know you really, really wanted her, and you really grinded it out to get her. So congrats. She's a lot of fun.
Now it's your turn.
Thomas, you missed it. We literally started this quest with a bullet, or not with a bullet to our head, with a gun to our head.
Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie. Alright then. Feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, still ain't too late to show me the door.
And why
Okay.
would I play along?
If I truly am a
Right, I
real
forgot. We're
Galaxy
not.
Ranger,
We're not the
stand
trailblazer.
to
We're
lose
not
nothing.
the agreeable trailblazer who goes with the flow. We're Dan Heng, who does not like people.
Alright then. Tell me. What kind of
Oh, Persona
organization
3, I
are the
see.
Galaxy
Yeah, pretty
Rangers?
much.
oh, my friend, this question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense
Serious
of
question,
righteousness
guys.
and not
Do you
so
think shark teeth are hot?
welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not
'Cause-
instill trust. It makes your predicament more...
I'm looking at Boohoo and I'm like,
Precarious.
oh, okay.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs.
What did I miss when I
but
left last
fundamental
stream?
Bottom line that one must never cross as a person.
I'm not sure. I don't know when you left.
As Galaxy Rangers, we
We
strictly adhere to the
Got
bottom
like
line.
7 days away
When someone
from
crosses 'em,
the next boss,
the
and then
Hunt's
we
vengeance
called it
will
there
surely
because
come
next week
knocking.
is going to be like the week of Persona. So there's going to be a Persona stream at Tuesday morning, and that's just going to be the boss.
And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play.
Not hot,
As
but
long
they're
as you don't
cool.
cross it, you're free to do whatever
I've
you
seen
please.
kids from
You catch my
TikTok
drift.
using tools on their teeth to sharpen them. To a point, it's creepy in real life. In real life, yes. Boot Heel kind of makes it sexy though.
Second question.
I already said that I see
I'm like not into the cowboy aesthetic,
I
and
must
that's why
go
I'm
to
probably
Pentagon
gonna skip
for
him. But like
but I don't have an invite.
black, white,
I can't even
red,
enter the family's hotel
such
doors.
a nice color scheme, and then
If
with like
only
the eyes and
I
the
could
ooh.
borrow.
He's definitely a sexy man.
The entire cosmos knows you're guest of the family.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
They would be if a certain someone didn't steal their room.
Well, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as
Son
one
of a
us.
nice lady.
She's on Pentagon right now. My informant is a memo
Didn't they say
keeper.
that during the
She's
stream?
the same as all mimetic organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. Ugh, she scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
Wait, you're scared of Black Swan? Fair.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron.
Acheron.
According to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
Oh, she is.
It's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry.
Apparently anything's...
When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction.
Nothing's impossible for Raiden May. We should all know that by now.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow.
Wouldn't that mean they lose their power, though? Because isn't emanators just people further along on the path that's just like caught the gaze of that eon, giving them more power? If they turn their back on that path, wouldn't that power go away? Right? Isn't that how it works?
I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no
An elation
different than that of
emanator?
those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status.
The only elation emanator I know about is the worm that he thought it would be funny to make an emanator, and the worm destroyed many things.
Even in the purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding. To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough.
I mean, if I described Acheron in one word, it would be nihilistic.
So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them, but I'd advise you to move fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
I actually have no idea why she's here. Did she tell us? Jade, a senior manager of the IPC and the 10 Stone Hearts. I didn't get to read all that. Oh,
I don't
speaking
intend
of
to do
Acheron.
anything.
That's not up to you.
Hi, creepy child.
Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time,
That was Sunday's bird.
they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky.
Is this the harmony?
Be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity.
They said the harmony's kind of like a hive mind.
Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence.
Is the harmony just pissed off because she ripped a hole in the
Now
sky?
this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
A single slash of a blade. Isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's not the point. Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered.
When she started that, I thought it meant because she combined the swords from her trailer, but
I have no
No.
choice but to show
Okay.
some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace. The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows
I really don't
do
get
not
puppet
bear
vibes
the
from
right
Acheron,
to
but okay.
tread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's Dream Master.
Oh, so it is the harmony. Or is it the watchmaker?
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me.
I feel like whatever this is, they're gonna try and gang up on her and she's just gonna like one-shot him.
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My
Mortal shell has long
Wait, is it the bird?
the Oak family's
I thought Sunday was just watching through the bird like he did everything else.
offspring are now
But is the Dream Master the bird? Was it the bird the whole time?
across dreams when required, and in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas,
I'm not asking. Oh! Is Acheron
If
gonna
you
fight a
think you
god?
can.
If you think you can! Oh!
threatening me.
That escalated
I ended
so
it with a
quickly.
period. It was a statement, not a threat. Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident, but be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak.
So, do we
The
beat
chords of the harmony
everyone or just the
extend
bird?
across
I don't know if
worlds.
these people are like
If you
possessed
do not
or
comply,
if they're fake.
when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime.
Oh, their voice got creepy at the end.
137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master.
The Dream Master, whether that be the Harmony or the Watchmaker, I'm a little confused on that. I'm pretty sure it's the Harmony,
Immolated my body.
which is the god of this world. I'm pretty sure she just said if Acheron draws her blade, like the red blade, which is like her Eon power, not Eon, Emanator powers, the Dream Master will keep her trapped within her own dreams. So it's like, we can't make you leave, we will trap you here if you draw your blade and disrupt our dreams again, kind of thing. That's kind of a scary threat.
Again, about to add another mark to the tally.
I feel like Acheron could totally beat up a god. Just saying.
And you will die.
Oh!
I mean, all of you will.
Yep. I love her.
But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask.
Wait, really?
I'll leave.
Don't go! Don't leave, Acheron!
Choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
I really thought we were gonna see Acheron stab a child, in all honesty.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds.
Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river. Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters.
Oh my god, Theon is actually the bird.
And criminals. But even the Harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility.
Does she know that the bird is a weakness? I don't know, but every time she speaks, it flashes to the bird, so probably.
And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin.
If I wasn't reading along, I would have no idea what this thing is saying.
Acheron. A befitting name.
Oh, don't insult her.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the Harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only
She looked right at the bird! Sorry if I yelled in your
its
ears.
future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
She's staring right at it. Robin? But you're dead.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at clock.
Are we gonna learn how she got back?
No movie shoot.
Already?
So many chips fell from the sky, and I
She
even saw one
knows.
of them.
She has to, yeah.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios thing?
Yeah. What about
Robin! Speaking of Robin, guys, if you
Miss
guys
Robin?
aren't in the Discord, you might have missed this, but I bought the Battle Pass, and you get like 680 something Astrite from the Battle Pass, and because I was already like level 20, I got like 4 more wishes on top of that, so I did a 10 pull, and I got Robin. I was so excited. because I literally only had to buy the battle pass to get her, which was great. Because I buy the battle pass every month anyway, so I was gonna do it no matter what. But then I had 2 singles left, and I got Topaz 2. And as soon as I can open my menu to prove that I am not lying, I will. It was insane. I got like almost back-to-back 5 stars, and they were the 2 that I wanted so bad, but I was not gonna actually swipe for.
No
I
need
really
to
didn't
worry.
think I was gonna get them.
I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest. Would you mind providing more details about the incident?
Why is it?
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
Oh, this is Sparkle again, isn't it?
And then those chips simply disappeared. It appears to be the dream
She
symptom
sounds too
the
devious
Iris
to be
family has
Robin,
been
and her
developing.
name is Mystery Marks. This is Sparkle.
Huh? Miss Robin, you
Sparkle
mean
is running around
those
as Robin
chips were all
still.
part
Oh
of a
no.
performance? But I really...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival.
Oh, you can hear
but
Robin's
it
song in the
seems it's been
background too.
leaked. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
Thank you.
No,
As
no,
appreciation,
Sparkle,
I want to
no!
give you a token gift.
If you guys don't remember, Sparkle tried to give one of these to Adventurine. These are nukes. She said to push this button if you want to blow up the dreamscape. Do you guys remember that from the last quest?
This button is...
Don't give a bomb to a child. I can't even say anything because it's Sparkle. She's a masked fool. They live for the actual, literal chaos god, so...
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration.
The
There could be
elation.
an unexpected treat in store for you. Alright, it looks like there are other guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse
I'm not
myself.
even gonna try and like...
Please, enjoy the dreamscape.
We already knew she's kind of a
many
sociopath,
people
so I
talking
can't
about
even
it.
say anything.
This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Oh, that's such a cool... That's like a really cool attack skill. Can I show you guys? It's like But guys, look! I actually got Robin! She's level 73 right now. I ran out of books. I don't have a light cone for her yet because I couldn't get on the train. I was gonna see if there was one in the Nameless Honor Shop, but... Yay, I got her. She's really pretty. And then Topaz too. Right here. I got Topaz and Nami! I was so excited. I can actually build the follow-up team now. Klee. Kind of. Alright, what's up?
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after, a rip tore through the sky, and black rain started leaking out of the void. The family
Wait,
needs
black
to
rain?
provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality. I thought the dreamscape was supposed to be a paradise. If it's not, then there's no point staying here.
It appears the good sir
If
has
we're
seen many
just
great
in Dream,
events.
couldn't they just fix the sky?
It's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I
Did
know
Sunday
the
ask
Bloodhound
her
family
to go
has
around and
already
calm people
sealed
down
off
as
the
Robin?
theme park, and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem. The family can try
Follow-up
their best
team
to
is
protect
the
their
funniest
reputation,
team.
but
It's the
as
funniest
a
thing ever.
guest, I don't
yeah.
wish to gamble with my life.
Topaz, Dr.
As you can
Ratio,
see, sir,
Robin, and
no innocent
Adventurine.
bystanders were
I
affected in
really,
this incident.
I really want to build that team.
Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
True.
I could
The literal
say
sky
here,
has a black hole
but
in it
keep
now.
in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC.
Dude,
so
imagine like
let's not
going
have
to
more
attack like
unnecessary incidents.
imagine like going to attack like Topaz and stuff in a follow-up team, and all of a sudden you're getting pelted with chalk and pigs. And then coins just start raining from the sky while Robin's in the background singing. Oh my god, it's such a chaos team. It really is.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations. Rest assured. To express our apologies, the family has arranged this
She's
gift
just
for
giving
the
these to
guests.
everyone, isn't she?
Thank you for understanding.
Okay, here's my prediction right now. At the very end of the quest, and everything's wrapping up and everything's being fine, all of a sudden, everything's just gonna start to blow up because we forgot about the buttons. So right at the end of the Charmony Festival,
You're okay.
the Dreamscape gets nuked.
Hello. May I ask what happened here?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss
Bloodhound family?
Robin? Who do you
Okay.
think you're talking to?
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound
How would
family,
you not recognize
and I'm
Robin?
still
Her
not
face
too
is
used
literally
to working
plastered
on the
everywhere.
streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Not to mention, if you're part of the Bloodhound
Hey,
family,
don't
wouldn't you
sweat it.
recognize your boss?
You guys...
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape.
Does that
and
mean we can just
so
blow up
far,
the bird?
No threats have been detected.
Well, there's
We can expect order to be restored
there's hundreds
soon.
of them though.
Rest
It's
assured,
not just
Miss
the
Robin,
bird.
intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents...
They're everywhere. That's why Sunday always
trust
knows
you guys.
what everyone's doing in the
But-
dreamscape.
Regarding what happened in the theme park,
He sees through
what
the
do you
bird's
hounds
eyes.
think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
Well,
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And that Galaxy Ranger who easily cut through the sky?
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it.
That was a really
Myriad
cool scene
factions
though.
on Penacony have already been
Adventuring
causing
and-
unease for everyone.
Akron.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some
I
trouble.
really hope Adventuring's
A
okay.
representative from the
Or
IPC
hell, I hope we can get back to the
is
Trailblazer so we
trying
can talk to
regain ownership of
Firefly.
Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover. Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and I'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the
Didn't
IPC
Sunday
surely won't let this go easily.
Die?
Therefore, we are relying
At the
on
very
you
end?
hounds to maintain the order and stability of the dreamscape.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously.
Then
We
again, so
won't
did
let
Firefly, and
those
she's
IPC
back,
cronies
so-
get away with this.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape requires everyone's help. This is a small gift prepared by the Irish
She's literally
family for the
giving them to
guests.
everyone.
There's one for you too. Please, open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected surprise.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin.
You didn't even know who she was.
I'm dreaming. Wait,
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war. Rest assured, the Dreamscape's peace will be protected by the Bloodhound family.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a bird at you.
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic superstar, Miss Robin!
Oh no, it's a super fan.
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin!
I have a serious question. When you guys did the quest, did you guys not figure out that it was
Preparation
Sparkle?
is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red light tearing through the sky. Claiming it was merely special effects seems a bit far-fetched. Plus,
I mean,
I
fair,
met that generous
but it is
gentleman.
a dreamscape.
He looked
Anything
really
is
out of
possible
it
in
and
the
kept
dreamscape.
talking to himself. Is this also part of the performance?
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Did she just say that out loud?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
Sparkle just dropping the act?
Huh?
She just get bored?
What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
What?
Here.
Oh my
take
god.
This, little guest. This gift has been specially prepared for you by the family.
I instantly know Sparkle.
Make sure you take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
She's gonna blow up this entire planet, I swear to God. Oh, okay, back to the Trailblazer. Let's go.
We're back to where it all began.
Firefly!
You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony.
The land of exiles.
It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Yes, you do. Very, very manly robot body. You lied to me. Are you Firefly's soul? Are you alright? Are you Firefly's soul? Should I just be an idiot? I'm gonna be an idiot.
I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I
A
was
bomb
caught
for
by
you,
that
a bomb for you, and a bomb for you too.
before it killed me?
Yeah.
I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel.
Where you fought us
I
as
intended
Sam.
to call upon death before you arrived,
Oh no, that's where you died, right.
to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you.
That's like really confusing.
It is how you
I thought
see
they
it.
had to follow the script to make sure
I was
things that they
impaled
wanted to
by the
happen
bladed
happen.
wings of death. The heavy
If they
pressure of
physically can't
concentrated
defy the
memoria
actions that
miasma
Elio writes,
exploded in my mind. As if
what does that
it was
mean?
actually reality.
Is he like the weaver of fate
But
itself?
after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone.
Where the
Its
watchmaker is, right?
Land of the Exiles. And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after
I can't wait to play as Sam.
all my attempts proved futile, it wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade
That's
of
a really
light
cool
shattered
shot.
the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
I completely understand. I'm completely confused. I'm a little confused, but I think I do technically understand. She couldn't defy the script.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid.
Did she
The one
summon
who has
it?
come to greet us has arrived.
Don't trust her! Wait. After a piercing screech, a thick, furious surge of memorias crashed into your chest, crushing you and ravaging you. Your consciousness becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving, and disappearing within the turbulence, muddy current. Did she just get us killed? Did she just summon that thing to stab us? The voices restored through Zimbabwe of Memoria like roaring thunder, and among them an echo stood out into clarity. You knew it came from the girl beside you, your heart beating on the same rhythm, peaceful and even more peaceful. Until that quiet darkness, Memoria rips into existence. Oh my god, she just murdered us! Holy shit! Oh.
I never knew you could do this.
What? Blade in a suit? Okay. Oh, and he's driving. That's surprising.
Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is surprising.
He looks good in a suit.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
Japella. We've heard that. Japella.
No, it's nothing.
And the game ends, lol, joke. Yeah. I'm assuming she did that so we could enter the land of the exiles and see what she saw. She's most likely gonna try and take us to the Watchmaker or whatever. I'm not really sure, but Sunday's in the Land of Exiles because he got killed by that thing too. And Robin as well, if she hasn't come back yet.
I'm just thinking.
The skins
you
when?
haven't
I
slept in
know!
20 system
Look how
hours.
good they look. Even Firefly's in a different
Are you
outfit.
sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
Wait. Japella, the Japella Revolution in that trailer. They meant, do you guys remember that one trailer when Kafka was like imprisoned and she was at like a court hearing and they like kept listing off all of her crimes? And at the very end, she was like, "You missed one though, the Japella Revolution." And then they all died and she just walked away.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
Is it like not the same? Until much later, that a soft high sigh once again broke through the quiet car.
Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Oh, this is before it, not after.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance.
Like selective blindness.
I told you before. It's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
I feel like if they did crash, you could just activate Sam and be fine.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put
So
my
he's
hand
not
on
even
the steering
driving
wheel.
it.
Will that do?
That makes a little more sense.
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what
Doesn't
we
really
do.
seem like he just sees the future, though. If she can't
We all
defy
have this right,
his
don't we?
script, then wouldn't it mean he kind of like writes the roles himself?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation.
Wait. After the Japella Revolution, this world became the Everflame Mansion? Interesting.
That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams. Penacony.
Oh, so this is right before Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Okay then. Gotta say, man, Blade looks good in this suit.
Glad to see
Oh
you're
well,
safe and
what's
sound.
up? Is this that voice just now? Mr. Yang, you're here too?
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible?
Yeah, you just murdered us.
The monster
Super
that we
great.
have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the Land of the Exiles. It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
But why?
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef.
Where's Himiko and March?
Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux
Sort of
Reef
drama
is
when it
where
comes
brings its
to
captives,
Big
it's
Creator
likely
over
that many
Genshin
of
not
our
being able
long-standing questions
to cover
will be
Wuthering
answered
Waves
in this place.
because of the contracts. So yeah, Genshin released... Hoyoverse released these new contracts that basically forbid their creators from... their Hoyoverse creators from covering Wuthering Waves because it's detrimental to their brand. It really just seems like Hoyoverse is scared of Wuthering Waves and they're trying to control people even more and like forcing them to stay at their game and not cover Wuthering Waves at all. But honestly, competition for a game like this is good. Like the same month or like the same patch in Genshin that we're getting Wuthering Waves, we're also getting more endgame content to try and compete with Wuthering Waves. That's a good thing. If your game has more competition, you both strive to make your games better to compete. I really don't understand why people don't get that. But whatever.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. But from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
Oh shit, he's here too, isn't he?
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him.
Cough, cough, bull, cough.
Himiko and March have already made a move.
Yeah, it's...
Get ready. We're about to set off.
It's just a lot
Real
of...
dreamscape, the land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything.
Why couldn't you reveal your true identity?
2 reasons. Firstly, the script.
Right.
In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. That aside, there were also my personal motives. I wished to travel with you as Firefly, and not Sam.
It's alright. I don't take it personally.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't. I figured it out way before you even made an appearance. You were leaked so early, Firefly. I feel so bad. Do the Stellaron Hunters also want a piece of the legacy?
Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great significance to trailblazing. Elio's
also, I
scripts
did
used to
build
revolve and expand
my
around
Trailblazer.
certain specific
Just letting you guys know,
Stellarons.
in case it forces me to use the
But with your
Trailblazer
appearance,
to unlock Harmony Trailblazer like it
condition
did
has
for
apparently
the Fire
ceased to be
MC.
appropriate. Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline.
I never actually pieced that
Firefly
together.
Type 4 Tactical Heavy Assault Mech.
Okay, I never actually pieced that together because I knew she said she was sickly and she needed to go into this medical pod thing to like stay alive. I just assumed Sam was how she continued to fight and move around freely in the outside world, because right now we're in a dreamscape, so she would be able to like walk around as Firefly, right? I just assumed she was kind of like always Sam outside of the dream, but I guess that's not true. It's like her medical cabinet. So not only is it capable of fighting, but it's also how she physically stays alive. That's interesting.
It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was... how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
Let's talk later.
The timescale of Dreamflux Reef differs from reality. So we mustn't lower our guard.
Okay.
You're sensitive to Memoria. A slight misstep. And you could get lost in this memory zone.
And why are we here? Why were you so adamant about bringing us then?
Something on your mind? Let's...
Acheron's blade slash.
No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected.
Well, her sword is... One, if you guys don't know, like, the Hershers are like gods in Honkai Impact 3rd. But instead of creating Hershers and Divine Keys in Honkai Star Rail, they created the swords. The 14 or 13 swords that eventually became 15. But all of the swords were broken and forged into 2 blades, Origin and End. And Acheron had Origin. And so she basically had the power of 7 Hershers in 1 blade, 7 gods in 1 blade. I feel like even though technically it broke and she pieced it back together when she became an Emanator as something else, it would still hold a insane amount of power.
Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
What are your thoughts on Gallagher?
During your investigation, he shared a vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons.
Did he tell you what the reasons were?
But this is precisely where the problem lies. You were clearly investigating a murder, so then why, as a security officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past with the watchmaker?
Because he's somehow involved and he's a fake and he murdered Sunday, so...
And now with Firefly...
I really don't know anymore.
It's hard not to be suspicious.
It really is. You can't trust anyone.
Before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared a lot of information. Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate. But she didn't reveal all her secrets. I just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dreamer.
Yeah.
And I hope that doesn't lead to any dangerous predicaments.
I just want to remind everyone that Sam, the Molten Knight, is known as the most ruthless of the Stellaron Hunters, murdering and burning every enemy away without mercy. Kafka even said that Sam is ruthless in her voice lines. Kafka, you know, the crazy dominatrix murder lady.
I hope you've regained a little composure. We'll move out when you're ready.
Just a little sweet girl. Oh, there's a bird.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
This trash bag is mine. Yeah, stay out of my sexy trash can, stupid bird. Ugh.
Keep going straight
Chest.
down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator.
Than my own house.
It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
This place is bigger than my own house. There's just a dude in the trash can. I want to go in the trash can. Oh, there's another bird. Oh, another chest. Wait, guys, wait. Doesn't this remind you of like the back little area in Kingdom Hearts 2 where Roxas and his friends hung out? Like the couch and stuff, and the TV. Another bird. You're way too happy for someone who died. Just saying. Man, that's a lot of chests. Quiet drinking. Will she come back? Oh my god.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the watchmaker
I didn't
also
even
left
know.
his
Oh,
mark
that's
on
so
Dreamclock's roof.
creepy. That's so terrifying. Oh, his eyes follow you. Ew. No thanks. Nope. I'm good. Nope. That was nightmare fuel.
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape. And all beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The
There's
layout
way more
may
people
be
here than I
simple,
thought they'd be.
but
There
the
would be.
facilities are very comprehensive.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the
About
same
the
hand,
one
perhaps.
boss from
Hard
Epic
to
Mickey.
speculate on the
Oh my god. The Paint Mickey game. I forgot about that.
But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with
When I was
Himiko
younger,
and
me and my
others
brother,
first.
we would play that because it was multiplayer, and one of us would, and whenever we played, there was the other little bunny mouse thing that was on your team too.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There.
You're not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Sure. Let's reconnect later. Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her.
Guys?
But first, there's someone I need to talk to.
Misha, Clocky, right behind you.
Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Uh-huh.
He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the
He's the
beautiful
watchmaker.
dream.
I knew it. I knew it.
We'd better check,
I knew it.
just to be sure.
I remember that game. Yeah, that game was actually kind of
For
fun.
me, and perfectly legal for me to stay in.
Okay. I love this place already, just letting you guys know. Like, people living in trash cans and being bizarre in barrels? Yeah, sure. No problem.
You're the guest from before. We meet again! And a new
I mean, it was kind of obvious. He has an Astral
Forgot to
Express
introduce
ticket
myself.
right there
I'm the
on his
hotel's
costume.
bellboy,
So, or outfit. I don't know why I said
Hello, Misha.
costume.
I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high-five!
There's a bird. Mr. Ang, you can see him.
Your memory zone meme?
Nope, that's
Nope.
Clocky.
Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here.
It got a remake on the Nintendo Switch? Really? That's
How
cool.
did you two get here? This
We got
dreamscape
stabbed.
isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
Sleepy.
So, this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
Is that the murdery stabby thing with the eyeballs?
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
So Gallagher is a good guy? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. They really painted him to be a bad guy because he said he was 13. The 13th card in a tarot deck is the death card. Everyone was all up about who is the death in the dream. I thought it was Gallagher. Is it not?
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably
I can't
death.
take the plot twist back and
Nightmare
forth
for
whiplash.
family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Hey, drink. Ugh.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
It stabbed us through the chest. It also hunted us. Just saying.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two?
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed. Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing
This is
companions.
so suspicious.
A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair.
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful Dream, but its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together.
Okay.
She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon, so...
All right, then. We'll follow your plan.
It's a little creepy that Clocky is just staring at us in
we
silence.
now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all,
what's with the
we're
black
still
hole in the
none
background?
wiser.
It has to be Gallagher who's behind it. Blizzard from the Oakdale family is worth learning more about.
Yes, and I believe their relationship with Gallagher may run deep. Why, say, you mentioned before that you saw Clocky that only you could see, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart?
Okay, sorry, I turned my mic off to sneeze. Can you guys hear me? It was, they were loud, so I didn't want to, like, sneeze into the mic.
Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
Here you go. Wait, there is a bird in the background. Can I go grab? I'm gonna grab that. Yank. I turned the mic back on. Is everything good? Hockey thing. Let's grab this. Oh, another chest. No one is entering me. I have to do a mic check. One sec. I saw another chest in the background. Okay, I could hear me. We're good. This kind of looks like an inverse of the Beautiful Dream. This like whole area, because there's still like this like same archway pattern and stuff with the bridges going across, but instead of having like connector ways, there's just stairs going down, which is like really creepy. And then it's like these like broken down shops and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of like the same amount of goofy and creepy at the same time. I guess I kind of like it. Little cat shop. Oh, another bird. Man, they're everywhere here. Do you guys actually collect the birds? I don't know what you get if you get them all. I've never collected all of them in any of the areas, but if I see them, I'll yank them out.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
Doesn't that kind of look like Nihility?
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in Memoria dynamics. I was just trying
That's
to
good,
figure out
'cause
how
I'm
to
not.
explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Tammy? There's another bird. I just saw it. Yeah. Does anyone else see the balloon?
I'm just a wallflower.
I want this. Thank you.
Look! There she is!
Kami?
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything.
What?
Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
What are you doing here?
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics, and this is my life's work that I'm researching.
Okay.
See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding Memoria has been flowing towards
what
the
she
other
said.
end of the
Sorry,
hole.
had to say it.
At constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results.
Almost like they're harvesting the Memoria in people's dreams. Oh my god. The family has a sinister plot in the background? I would have never guessed.
After 10 system hours, the Dream Flux Reef will cease to exist.
You know how many
Just like
times
the
people have
melting of
compared this
glaciers,
dreamscape to the
crumble
Samsaras
and
and Genshin?
The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
They're harvesting people's dreams. Another returning plot point.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit lost in her own world. She'll probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria dynamics?
Welt's a fan of everything.
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of Memoria dynamics, and the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers. Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dream
You're not a
Flux
native?
Reef,
You have a
all
halo.
because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must convince everyone.
I'm guessing it's going to be the Persona
Does the
style
name Madame
boss.
Rosalina sound familiar to you?
Can I just say how much the new weekly boss looks like the final boss of a Persona game, like the gods? Like, especially the Persona 5 one. Like, I don't know if you, like, if everyone has seen it, but, like, if you've done the quest and you've played Persona 5, you know what I mean, right? It literally feels like a Persona boss. I'm so excited to do it.
That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef before.
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war.
Oh.
She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Perhaps.
Our destination is the commercial district.
It's like,
That's where the largest
Imaginary
crowds
Enemy in
gather in
Honkai
Dreamflux
Impact
Reef.
3rd.
We might be able to find the others there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just meant, like, it just kind of reminds me of, like, a Persona 5 boss. You know what I mean? Like, it gives the same vibes. March!
Let me go. Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip?
Nah, he's insane, March.
Mr. Yang and Mr. Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you. Quickly,
just call
come
me?
help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Why did you call me Mr. Trailblazer? I'm offended.
Let me go! I've only done good in my life.
Well, this is how it turned out.
You scared him this badly? Bad, March. Now you shall pay restitution to March 7th, ghost of the Dreamflux Reef.
Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dreamflux Reef.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the Papeshi.
What's wrong with sleeping in a dream?
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters. All the dead are right here. All of them.
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name! It's all your fault. They're coming!
What? Wait, do the monsters actually come if you say that?
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
I hit the mark. It's on me.
You'll pay for this.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
This combat needs up. This is double speed.
Too slow. Month old. Why are you calling me Mister? Yeah, like March, I am a child. Why are you calling me Mr. Anything?
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted
He's like
the
fading
nearby
through the
memory
floor.
zone memes.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call.
Ah.
But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
How long have you been
is
here,
living
March?
a self-sufficient life.
How long has March been dead and we have not noticed?
But this place feels like the real dreamscape.
Done for!
Oh, what the hell? 30% more damage in the next battle? Okay. Ah, wait, I should probably buy the records.
How about a little impromptu
They're just so expensive.
I knew you couldn't hold your liquor.
Only in Penacony can you buy a guitar with a mouth. Cloda. Cloda? Cloda? Clauda?
Evening, Jessie. Is it evening?
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
I see. Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream.
Sleepy's on a
The
rampage
remaining
of
havens of
stabbing.
freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do such things often happen here?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse. This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
A Halovian lady?
That must be Robin. She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Huh?
All right, let's go find Robin. Let's do it. I'm excited.
Oh,
Misha's about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko.
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Yeah.
Himiko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
Hopefully she didn't end up on one of the other, like, islands then. Oh no, she's right there. Who's that?
This is where we split up.
So that's how it is. I never
Dude got
imagined we'd
4-star,
gather the
or maybe
remaining
even like
details here.
3-star energy.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
He's got way more detail than any other NPC, so he has to be somewhat
Perfect
important.
timing. Now that everyone's
He's
here,
got, like, 3-star
I'd like to
energy.
introduce everyone to Micah.
Not enough
who's
detail to even be a
partly in charge
4-star.
of the land of the exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
Watch him be a playable character.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances
Mika?
if Dreamflux
Mika?
Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 Dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the
Micah.
Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty
Micah,
liberating.
like
Everyone here
Mikhail.
mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling
Is this
in others'
Mikhail?
affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
So, guardian of sorts.
Very nice.
Were you talking to me, Mr.
No. Damn.
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something
Are we actually about to go to a graveyard?
But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest?
Robin?
Who could it be?
Robin?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit
Her chest back
so
here.
watch your step.
I knew it. Oh, we're like going all the way back to the start. It is Robin! Finally.
There she is.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
These are legitimately children. They're not like that race of, like, immortal children people that are actually adults with the antenna. These are actually children, which means these, like, 5-year-olds were stabbed by Sleepy and brought here. That is terrifying. And it looks like they're being taken care of by this old lady, so their parents aren't even here, and they can't wake up from this dream. That is actually terrifying.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing.
I don't know if anyone's watched Sword Art
Hope
Online,
into their lives.
but there was this plot point in it where like all the children who like were in SAO to escape getting like murdered, they would all stay on like the first floor, and they basically made an orphanage that people like took turns caring for them and stuff, because they didn't want any of the children to fight and die.
Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely, even if they stumble along the way. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
That's actually really sweet.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Robin really does, like, embody the Harmony. But Sunday doesn't. If I'm right, like, if all those, like, theory videos and people have been making for, like, months are right, and the judgment or order, I can't remember, I think it's the order, was... because the order was assimilated by the Harmony, absorbed by it, right? If it's still alive, to, like, I feel like, I don't know, this is just kind of a guess, but I feel like Sunday, if anyone was a follower of the order, it would be Sunday. Not to mention, everything with that eyeball on it is literally the exact same eyeball from the Order's splash art.
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream,
The reason why I brought this up, because I feel like
reality.
Robin and Sunday are probably going to be at odds by the end of this quest.
But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see
I
you
watched
all
you
again,
die.
Astral
It was
Express crew.
traumatizing.
I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Now there's a crazy masked fool pretending to be you and giving people bombs. Fun!
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment. perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it'd just take some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. And losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams,
collapses, will
all the
everyone
family
inside
heads
wake up, or
refused to talk about it.
will they die?
Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles.
And
concealed by the family under the guise of
dreamscape
death.
collapses means the harmony, like,
Dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
I don't know.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong
No
defending
offense,
the weak,
Robin, but I think it's Sunday.
but rather the strong exploiting the weak.
He's so shady.
A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally,
I think wake up.
those
Okay.
voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony.
At the very end of the quest,
influencing everyone.
last time,
Unless
Sunday got stabbed, so
power
he would be
surpassing
here.
that of an emanator is involved.
If Sunday woke up here after, facing the same fate as Robin, wouldn't he come looking for her? He was stabbed by the meme before us. Why isn't he with Robin?
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the
He
family
has to
hasn't
be the
faced any
traitor.
such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut
Robin's eyes are
ties
so
with the
pretty.
family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Really? Does that mean 11 system hours until the Charmony Festival?
Look
Does that
here,
mean
brother.
Sparkle's gonna be it?
A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe
Really
its
pretty.
parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the
We're
family
gonna get to see
head to build
baby
a cage
Robin
for
and Sunday. This is adorable.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing.
Is that their dad?
Look like it's doing well.
We've heard about their mom, but we haven't heard about their dad.
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered. Can't sing. I didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds. They should be flying free in the sky.
Different colored text. That's important.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights.
So be the new boss.
Shooting stars.
To level up Father, and I used...
We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature.
Father is really strong, especially if you know how to use her. You use her skill, do everyone else's skills and ults and stuff like that, switch back into her, do a charge attack, and just murder everything. Save the ult to heal. Father is very, very strong.
Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground.
Imagine Father with the scythe,
to
though.
escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air.
I changed my position and I
After countless
whammed
attempts
my knee on
by
my desk.
many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of...
That kind of reminds me of the story in Genshin.
What are your thoughts,
that Venti told us about the birds? About the birds who wish to fly.
I think people believe
so
birds
Venti
are
made
meant to
wings
fly
so they could.
because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
I was really
For
hoping to
now,
get her. I'm
I'll
not
keep
trying
it
for
in a
her weapon.
cage until it
No,
can
I
take
just
care
mean
of
that
itself, because
she's already so strong. Could you imagine
I want
it
it to
with
live.
her? Is all
no
I was
matter
saying.
what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
Because her weapon itself
Take good care of it.
increases your blood
Won't we,
debt
brother?
damage. The damage you get from blood debt.
Yeah.
Which is what her skill does,
But
which is her
Mr.
entire kit.
Gopherwood, there's one thing
It's like
I don't
her
quite
weapon
understand.
basically takes her insane damage that it
And
already
what
is
might that
and says
be?
×2.
My son.
Okay, so it was
What
their
if
dad. That's cool.
This little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end.
Are we not going to see him?
If there are fledglings in this world that
Their
can
mom
never
looked
fly
just like
throughout
Robin.
their lives, should we let them go back to the sky, only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up.
Well, here's Sunday.
Huh? Need a hand?
I'm an idiot.
I'm still alive?
Guys, I'm an idiot. I was so focused on this last time. I didn't notice he has the same symbol that the birds have on his chest, just like the birds have. And he has the purple wings right here. If that bird does end up being the Order instead of the Harmony, Sunday's the traitor. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He
Happy
literally
about
even has
that.
the eyes on the coat. How did I never notice he had the eyes on his coat?
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't
The
worry.
eyes are in his halo,
sister's
too.
here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Okay.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
Even
The
if
fact
Sunday
that
is the
famous
bad guy, I'm
Robin
still
has
pulling for
chosen
him.
my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony.
Is anyone
Any
going to
of
be
that
pulling
catch
for
your
Sunday
interest?
when he comes?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense
He's most
of
likely going to
justice
come after
inside of you.
Jade, so...
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh? What's your trick this time?
Just kidding.
I was gonna
I mean,
say, does he
this
really
lady
think
will
she's
lead us to
Robin?
right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak Family Head. Now,
For a second there, I
all
thought he
the
was pulling a
actors
sparkle and
are on the stage.
thinking Firefly was someone else again.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
In a way, the
Their
Sweet
names are
Dreams is
inscribed
kind of like a
here.
prison, though.
Then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war,
Who's the third
Penacony
tombstone
faced
belong to,
challenges
then?
internal and external. To protect
What if
Astana,
Sunday never comes?
Tiernan took up the way
Tantrum.
of the Trailblaze
I'm gonna throw a
and led the
tantrum.
Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system.
He was the character I was
to be
most
surrounded.
excited for in Penacony.
Wiped out by the swarm.
Before we even came here and we saw like all the characters that they were gonna be like showing, I was like Sunday, that's the one. I I want him. Like now, I would say that Adventuring is kind of my favorite from Penacony. He's actually like one of my favorite characters in general now, but I still really want Sunday. Like, if they don't make him playable, I'm gonna be so upset. It's not even funny.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
Yet.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
Sweet reunion?
Brother.
There's no need for words. You're safe, and that's all that matters.
Okay, good. I'm really hoping that's not an act. I like their relationship. I think it's really cute. I swear to God, if that's all an act and I don't even want to think about it.
Huh. The atmosphere sure is livened up with all these people in here.
Penacony is more like the land of lies.
I
I literally
Gallagher
have
here.
no idea who to trust.
It's time to face the truth.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
Yeah.
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what? Everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry.
He kind of bended
Almost
reality
everything
a
I
little
shared
bit.
was true.
Yeah.
Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked
Would
with Micah.
Farina be good
and
with
everything
father?
he said about
Unfortunately,
the family,
no.
The Watchmaker and Mikhail is true.
Because here's the thing, Farina, she uses the Numa and Alina for her skills. So she takes a lot of your HP, and with father already not being able to heal, it's not great. You can use her, but you just have to be very aware of your HP at all times if you do. Cause, trust me, I've tried. You get in that red very fast.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business.
Plus, you
I'm sure
really
you're all
need
wondering
people
why I
to
went
stop
through
you
the trouble
from
of
getting
setting up this
staggered.
battle for the
That's why
legacy.
Sing Show is the
Inviting different
recommended Hydro
factions,
unit.
Stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
There's another one. Great.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever. You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
It was not bad. Okay. My father's not completely built yet, so that, might have pertained to it, but like I said, most people will say Sing Show because the stagger resistance on his skill.
I wish that were the truth. But if that were the case, I wouldn't have invited all of you. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, Creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an Emanator of Remembrance or Enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron.
Okay.
And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
Wait, really?
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
The Moria.
It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building.
But damn, I see so much potential. Yeah, Father's crazy.
That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came.
My team for Father is Sing Show for the stagger resistance and hydro reactions. Bennett because the attack buff is just insane. We all know how broken Bennett is. Plus he can heal the other party members.
And most heeded their words.
Plus the Noblest buff too. It's great. And then Kazuha for reactions and gathering and crowd control and stuff. I know a lot of people use a shield user with Father, so they don't have to use Sing Show, so they can use Yelan. So I know like some people will use either like Zhongli, so they can use Yelan, or they'll use Toma's not bad with her either, especially with Noblesse. And then you wouldn't have to use Bennett either. But, again, he's not the best shielder, so. She has a lot of really good team cons.
Death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front line.
People say Father and Yunjin is OP.
His rivals saw an opportunity.
I haven't personally seen anyone use her with Yunjin, but I haven't been watching videos in the past like week, so who knows.
By the time a representative from the Montour Systems family arrived,
I mean, thinking about it, with how hard Father hits
already been activated
in the
seeping into the primordial
speed boost, the attack speed boost that Yunjin gives, just letting her do more attacks, that would be good, yeah.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony.
The disguise of the Harmony?
Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
So, even though Penacony, its entire world is known as like the followers of the Harmony, it's all a facade.
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream.
Damn. Yeah,
Confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole.
So not sleepy.
You see, regular
dormancy.
people can't fall
Got
asleep
it.
again while they are inside the dreamscape.
This went from like 0 to 100 so fast.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If Gallagher's not the traitor, it's Sunday.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
There's no other member of the family that's playable. It has to be Sunday.
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
That he's not going to give.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
What?
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Who?
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Who is Gopherwood?
Correct.
And if they're not a
When I was
gopher, that
trying
is
to
a
track
very
down
dumb
the person
name.
who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony.
So they have to fight their surrogate dad?
Support an evil cause.
BRB? Okay.
I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself. Or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe.
Serious
we'll have a
question,
shot at
guys.
success.
Do you think Sunday is going to be imaginary or quantum? I mean, he might be physical, but I get that he's either going to be, like, imaginary because, like, the, like, holy motif. But they might make him quantum because he always has that, like, underlying darkness to him.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors. And there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Mr. Trailblazer?
Ain't nothing to fear. No more. We'd win. Heroes never back down. Peace was never an option. Going up against the Dream Master? Nah. I surrender? No. Ain't nothing to fear no more. We'd win.
That line actually makes me a bit nervous.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin.
If I had to
I'm
guess,
going to
I'd
accompany you
say
on behalf
Sunday
of the
is going to
Astral
end up
Express.
being
Having a
imaginary
third-party
Harmony.
presence should help with negotiations.
And he's probably going to be like a
And
5-star
would make all
version
the
of
difference
the
if things get
Trailblazer. But he could be Quantum Harmony as well.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
Because even if he does follow the order is still under the Harmony. So it'd still be Harmony.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Alright, here we go.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
He has control of the Dream and a Stellaron, so...
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
Or he could just use a black hole and end him.
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey.
I still think he's the traitor.
You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment? Huh. I knew it.
What do you need it for? I don't think it'll bring us any luck.
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine gonna come back and save the day?
Aventurine? Is he still alive?
Yes,
And
don't
what
crush
does
my
he
dreams,
have to do
March.
with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the
Like
message
Jade.
across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
On it.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
What?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is Legwork. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
Misha.
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way.
Have you?
I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms
There's a
together
bird.
across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
She
Yes.
was.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
Aw, you're making me blush with all these flatteries. Keep them coming. Of course. My reputation precedes me. Believe in the galactic baseballer supremacy. Oh my god, they're both so great. I think I'm gonna go with, aw, you're making me blush with all these flatteries. Keep them coming.
I don't know much about my life story, but I do have extraordinary skills.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink. As for the last nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
It's gonna be really awkward if it's the hat.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, little friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise, brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train, but I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
What?
What's happening?
Saying "don't let us down, old man" changes the entire dreamscape. Oh, we're at the theater. Wait.
Lies in the garden.
Doesn't that look like an upside down statue of the Seven? I know it's like not, but it shares so many similarities.
The first and last nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legworth, the Watchmaker.
Oh, okay. I was like, how do we get over there then? Hey, we got trash. Love that. Just in case there's a fight.
Feeling lucky.
Let's just do that real fast. Who? He has the hat! He has the hat! I knew it!
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe...
Well, let's have a look.
Touch the dream bubble. No time. You see nothing at all. How could this be? The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps its approach was wrong? You think holding your breath and closing your eyes. With one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the film coated of the memoria. Yet before you, there remains only an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending on the snow-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echo of swords clashing among. No trace of the Trailblaze. There is nothing, and nothing is there. Inability. This is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the Nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive.
The fact that we're just sitting here poking at his corpse is a little gross.
I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. This empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism. That mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher.
Bird.
I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved?
That's a really good way of looking at it.
There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well,
dude,
I'm a
Himiko's so
follower of
amazing.
the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Boot Hill! 10 system
Welcome to
hours
the Reverie
until the
Hotel.
dream.
How may I help you?
Okay, here we go.
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom. The Nameless, who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow Trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the Express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Fudge! Nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm down, dear guests.
Please don't murder anyone, Boot Hill.
Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the express earlier, but they didn't respond.
You know what I just realized? He has like a robot filter over his voice. Kind of like Alistair with the radio filter in Hazbin Hotel.
Something doesn't seem right.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions.
We got to play as Boot
Should give him
Hill!
some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Damn, that's a... Look at that pose! Damn! I'm sorry. There's a chest over there.
Locked and loaded.
Running late again?
The Charmony Festival is about to start! I'm so excited!
Hey! You guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about. But I heard it's a lot of fun!
Well, back in my home world, Anaria, we have
Anaria,
festivals
another
like that all the
world.
time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
Oh, come on! The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-Amber-era event! How can a birthday party compare?
Wealthy people,
Well,
man.
You never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the Charmony Festival! I've been looking forward to it!
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
Fair.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these
Fudging
two.
clues?
They're clueless.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayahi Federation, and I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
Death?
Wait. You haven't heard?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival.
Bullshit.
present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
Ah, that's a relief. She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
I mean, they're in the real world and all the stuff's been happening in the
Hasn't
dreamscape.
she
How would they
returned
know?
yet?
What's with the Pokeball in the background?
Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves. Definitely.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet
You can't tell me that's not a
single member of
Pokeball in the
Oak
background.
family on such an important day.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro? If you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course,
fair
we
points.
don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality,
a secret signal.
That's right.
A concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
He won't.
I'm sorry. But it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that?
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
We shoot him.
You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
What the
Is this your idea of street smarts?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange to...
See? Just like that.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
He took offense.
This bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Donna's White Oak. Can you help us find
Is
it?
Black Swan gonna show up, or is she
As
just gonna
Donna's
interact with an
White
object,
Oak.
like I said?
I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and she hasn't come yet. Let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Give me a glass of Hingham Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat.
His charger ports in his butt! I don't want to say his ass, but... Oh my god! I didn't even notice it because his hair and his like cape covered it. That's so funny.
That's the most expensive
I'm
one
a little
on the
slap
list.
happy tired today, guys.
have a taste
I
for the
didn't
finer
really
things.
sleep last night. I started watching Bridgerton with one of my friends last night, and we ended up staying up like until like 4 a.m. and then I was up at like 9, so I only got like 5 hours of sleep. Oh, I'm a little slap happy tired.
It's on the house, anyway.
I was not actually expecting to like Bridgerton as much as I did, and it's so good.
What can I
We
get
binged
for
it.
you? Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboon juice. It's
Isn't
refreshing
Soul Glad like
and suits your
dream
cool
cocaine?
demeanor.
We've
Just
heard
one
some
minute.
really bad things about Soul Glad. Don't do it, Danong.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something
I realized
that humans
after
enjoy?
the Persona 3 week and starting Withering Waves, does that mean is pushback 2? Well, I wanted to finish Persona 3 before we do Noah or whatever it's called, Noah 2. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. So either way, we're gonna be finishing Persona first. The reason why we're having Persona Week is because I won't be streaming Persona the week that Withering Waves comes out, because I'll probably be playing Withering Waves both days, both Friday and Saturday, because I'm so excited for it. But also to try and speed up our progress on Persona 3, because it's very slow going because it's a very long game. So technically the Persona week is 4 streams instead of 1 a week. So it should help speed us up a little bit, and hopefully we can start wrapping it up, because I want to do the DLC too. And I don't want to spend a whole year on a Persona game, because we have done that with Persona 5. It took us like a year to beat it because there was so many streams.
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation.
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up.
Yeah, the Dream Master.
It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools. If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated, to say the least.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron.
What?
As you know, The faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in the right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish.
I mean, with the fact that Acheron just fully fled, like, she literally just straight up looked a god in the face and said, "You can try and kill me, but you'll die if you do." I don't think she cares.
Isn't there a saying among
Acheron is
the Xianzhou people
so
that
overpowered.
the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers.
But she wiped the Annihilation Gang out. Very easily, I might add.
But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
Yes, she does.
And do you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
Maybe to lure them here and out of hiding, perhaps?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason.
Right, that's what I said. Like, that's like the only thing I could think of.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, this move seems highly unusual. Unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival.
It's so interesting to hear their perspective because they're on the outside. They don't know anything. They don't know Gallagher is like the watchmaker or whatever, assistant or whatever he called himself. But they're piecing it together so well from the outside, just from the little information we sent them before all the crazy stuff happened.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and fudge, they even break their own rules.
I love his profanity filter. That with like the mechanical voice filter over it.
But Eons
I might end up pulling for Boot
They
Hill.
stick to their determined path
I might.
and never turn back. Even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's
I wasn't
will is
expecting to
behind all
like him this much.
It may not necessarily be Shipei. There's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound
What's
pessimistic.
the order's name?
But if humans
Shipei
free
is
will were
the
reliable,
Harmony.
Why would we
Wasn't it like
even need
Juna
Galaxy
or something?
Rangers? It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavilli's disappearance.
I still think Akavilli is the train.
But in my opinion, Akavilli's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly.
Kinda, yeah.
I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities.
Something I'm
Even with
wondering
limited
though,
insight and judgment.
they're still outside the dream, right? And they can't get in. How does the general get here? Was the Lao Fu even invited? we picked up the Jade Abacus before we came down. Is Dan Heng gonna contact the La Fu where they invited, and he's gonna be like, hey, we really need your help. Can you come and let us in as your guests or something? Is that how it's gonna happen?
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must.
Because we know they joined the fight, because in the trailer we saw the general and Dan Heng fighting together, using both of their like stands with them.
That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan. I promise.
You said that last time.
You sure
I don't
have
believe
a lot
you.
of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. And by the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important looking guests?
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips.
No,
with the family.
bad. Where's the spray
Or maybe we
bottle?
can even
Squirt
take
him.
their identities.
No need for that.
Wait. Are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that Asdana's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? As Donna's White Oak. But didn't you just say?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdana's White Oak just a moment ago.
Yes, he did.
Looks like your Memo Keeper friend has finally arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
No mistake. That's her
Dude,
message
Black
to
Swan's
me.
just gonna be at the Astral
She knew
Express.
the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another place.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Yay! They're finally making progress.
You're back? Two guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them
I
to
don't
wait
know
in
if you
the
guys were
protocol.
here, but if you missed Boot Hill impersonating Pom Pom, you missed out. And I am Pom Pom, another member of the Astral Express. He's such a bad liar. It's so funny.
Oh, just in time.
Two guests?
Yeah, or two. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor.
Is it
It was an
Acheron?
oversight on my part.
Did Black Swan bring Acheron?
I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly
Are
trust.
Acheron and Boot Hill about to brawl in the middle of the train?
You are the Memo Keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Heng. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
He's the one who requested it? Damn.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan,
Acheron!
and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. As for Acheron's story,
I knew she was gonna be here.
I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag!
Shirtbag!
You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain
reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out.
Dude, that crazy
We
face.
can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I
An
can
escape.
tell, she's not a threat, and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Heng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you.
Obviously.
Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me...
More Acheron backstory?
Every rainfall is like...
More Acheron
a gift
backstory?
from
Okay.
the heavens. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet. So... how long has this rain been going on for?
What the oh, what? I know Acheron's homeworld is crazy dead, but like, what's with the hands? In the crying moon?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. It looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
Finality on the moon. They're looking at the moon. Ugh. If you guys don't know, in Honkai Impact 3rd, Kiana became the finality. She stopped Kevin. The world didn't end because she became the finality. Raid and May became the origin, and they saved the world. Kiana does not exist in Star Rail, or at least in this world of Star Rail. So the world ended because Kiana never became the finality. But she did become the origin. And because of that, she like fell into despair and became an attracted to gaze and nihility, all that kind of stuff. This is like almost like a story of what if Raiden failed to save Earth. It's really sad. It is crazy to see the effects of what could have happened in Honkai Impact 3rd if we didn't succeed.
Well, let me share a story. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors.
I can barely hear the
in a
old
vast
man.
Ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans, and for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstrivers.
Oh,
They
obsessions.
emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny. unknowingly repeated the actions of their past lives. They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions. A group of Galaxy Rangers.
Oh, so her teacher was a Galaxy Ranger. Okay.
Are you watching over them?
I guess that makes sense because we were talking to Boot Hill.
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price.
So they defeated a Lord
Price
Ravager of Destruction.
So hefty that only those who were there still remember. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time. And they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As
Fair.
for me,
But you know, these sin thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
does this seem pointless to you? Will some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless?
For him, I assume it's more like saying goodbye to his friends too, making sure they're at peace. To him, it's not pointless. It's kind of how he's going about his grief.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer. What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to this world, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
Aw. Okay, back to Robin. 9 system hours before the Charmony Festival.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and
Wait, we're
innocence.
Sunday? Are we Sunday?
As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Does he act as a confessional? It's like a priest. That's so funny, because the whole angel motif.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully
Imagine if
served
he's
the
the
Alfalfa
traitor.
family
Oh my
for
god, a
nearly
corrupt
decade,
priest.
promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor. Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me. as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So,
do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh, yes.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Oh, praise Sheepy. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us.
Like, imagine
As
him
long
being
as
the
you
traitor
are
who
sincere,
doesn't even follow the
absolution
harmony.
will be granted.
Oh my god. If he does follow the order and not actually the harmony, and he's a priest for the harmony, dude, this is so many layers of kind of fucked up.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and my 2 children.
You sold your children?
I see. Please, go on.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve. But the Bloodhound family...
So you get to live in lavishment, in a dream, and you sold your children to slavery.
My kids here.
Great.
It was all my fault.
Great.
All my fault.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Next, please step forward.
I can kind of see why he would betray the harmony. Ugh. So the harmony is all about forgiveness, for peace. It forgives all, it embraces all that kind of stuff. But no one's actually learning their lesson. People are doing worse and worse stuff, living in paradise and a happy dream. It probably really pissed him off.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony, and the next leader of the Oak family, right?
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast, and a bottle of Soul Blab. That's it, nothing more. When we wrap this up, I've got a Robo-Ball game to catch, you know?
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
My sins? Starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What
Sunday's
makes
the
you
traitor.
think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else?
Sunday's the traitor.
Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and, don't make me regret my investments in you.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul. Hear my doubts. Who can judge the strong When their power hides their crimes, who can vouch for the weak? When they will pay any price to survive, who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Brother? Brother? Brother, are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts.
Oh, they're back in the real world then.
But it'll all be over before we know it.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone.
I'd like to point out that we've been streaming for like
festival was meant to
3
spread
hours
joy
now,
and harmony across the cosmos.
And this whole time when we're all like going to
the truth, I'm
the
afraid
Watchmaker
we'll have to cancel
land or whatever and back, Sparkle's still probably handing out bombs. Like, they're really trying to push that to the back burner and make us forget that Sparkle was literally going around the city as Robin handing out bombs. Are we not worried about that? I know they don't know.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so...
But they put that at the beginning of the quest
we'll
on
do our best
purpose to make us forget
everything
about
to
it.
the Dream Master. I'm sure he'll understand. Even if the negotiation does not go smoothly, I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
I'm relieved to see your determination.
Watch Sparkle show up and do it.
You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages, but the Dream Master is a mystery to me.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
So are we gonna finally see who the Dream Master is?
Come on! Oh, Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my Soul Glad bottle. If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
This child is drunk.
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon. But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony. How short-sighted.
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such lengths?
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really living at all.
Is this living? You're in a dream, 24/7, getting drunk.
It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living. Yeah.
Is it
now
living if there's no
this is
struggles
the life.
to make the good times better? to make like actual connections with people? Is it living if it's all just one big happy blur until you fade into nothing? Your life would have no purpose then, just existing.
Is this truly living?
No. I really like that.
What did you say,
Like,
young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow, no wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr. Sunday. And it was nice chatting with you.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value. And even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come
In a way,
to the
kinda
sweet
true.
dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace.
The longer that we're in Penacony, the more like...
No tragedies exist here.
I feel like it's
Only
a battle
happiness.
of philosophies 24/7
Although in
in
its nascent
Penacony,
form.
and you never know who to trust.
Isn't that...
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
It's just gonna be person after person living the same way, isn't it?
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being happy here is pure bliss. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
So what happens if the dream collapses and all these people who've only known bliss and paradise their entire lives have to struggle to survive after this? Because what it seems like is the dream is collapsing. How are these people going to exist on the outside world after this?
I see.
This dream
genuinely
is
wish
their
you
reality.
all the happiness in
And
the
you can
world.
do anything in a dream. You can't in reality. It's just gonna be a huge mess.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin. I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Yeah.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either. The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
It's like, I don't care.
Robin, can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all, no. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
See, that I understand. Just enjoying yourself before the end. Like, as like a retirement thing.
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
Yeah, that's not where I thought this was going. This is him running away from his pain in Penacony instead of... I thought he was here to enjoy his last couple days of life, you know?
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room.
Getting to enjoy a little more life.
My true appearance? Well, I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So, you'll be living forever in this dreamscape, right?
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, now, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is an illusion, it's still my paradise. And I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
Aw.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joyful memories to hold on to for the rest of his life.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
It really seems like he's trying to convince... Oh no! Oh no! Sparkle! Sparkle, no!
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled masked fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking
the bells.
Because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, Chicken Wing Boy.
Chicken Wing!
But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
What's the rush, Chicken Wing Boy?
I don't know, it
Did I
seems like
get to
he was trying to convince Robin of something else, and now Sparkle's trying to convince her of a different thing.
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness?
No, because none of it's real.
Well, I've done my part. And now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show.
After a bit of tweaking, I now have 2000 attack with 56 crit and 248 crit damage on Father. Oh, that's good.
And
Very
it'll
good.
be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
Or we finally get to see who the Dream Master is.
Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I
Your
heard you no
father
longer have
is
a sweet
actually, I
tooth.
think, better built than mine at
When we
this
were
point.
kids, you used to steal my desserts.
I think my father has like 60 crit rate and 150 something crit damage. It's not a lot yet because I'm still grinding for her new set.
Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular.
You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
At least he gets to die as himself now. I do see that.
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
As like they said earlier, it's just another prison.
Well,
in a way.
Don't forget
just
this.
One with a very happy
Not
coat
everyone
of
really
paint.
has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe
I'm using
that
Gladiator's
flight
head on
is
her right now.
inherent
Yeah,
to birds
I remember you saying that.
because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah. We took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, when I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters because I didn't want to upset you. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason.
Damn.
Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
I really like this metaphor for Penacony. It's safe in this cage. You have everything you could ever want, but none of it's real. You're not living. You have no purpose. You're sitting in comfortability. Stasis. You're not really existing. You want to spread your wings and fly outside the cage. I really like that metaphor. It sums it up really, really well.
If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of
again.
the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of
Every time it's an
ordinary
important
humans.
conversation, it plays.
Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately,
no.
That's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value.
He's trying really hard to convince her, but he's not going to be able to, and they're going to have to fight. He is going to be the boss. I can see it.
Heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds. The majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak, and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
But he's not following the Harmony anymore.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
The Order!
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then, I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then, let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true.
He's
Through
kind of
power
fallen
the
away from the
harmonious
paradise
choir.
completely. From the Harmony.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But
Maybe you will have to become a star first.
No! Oh, we were about to see. We were about to
Back
see.
sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers. And in numbers comes
Firefly should join the Astral Express.
So
1000%.
might just delay your inevitable.
She fits in so well.
More.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream,
So we just
it's
go after the
vital to the
Stellaron
family's
first?
interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
That's right.
So if
As
we
long
can't
as
figure
we
out what their
pose a
actual
threat to the
plan
Stellaron,
is,
either with words or otherwise,
just take their
we
weapon
have a
out.
chance
It's
of
actually
gaining
kind of
the upper
smart.
hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family security will be airtight, and if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
Is that when like the play comes in? There's a talent show that starts off the Charmony Festival, and in the trailer, Robin was participating, even though she said she wasn't going to. Are we gonna have Robin enter the talent show to get close?
So,
gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
You of all people? Of course you do. I never doubted you for a sec. Looks like we have one more ace up our sleeves. Time for the master stroke.
Why are you speaking like the general of the Law Fu?
Cause it's funny!
So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival.
I was right!
Called
Okay,
the
cool.
Soul Glad TM
I was wondering how that'd
Festivity
play into
Auditions,
it.
Or something. And it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar. And be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important.
March
What's
is such a
crucial
simp.
is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club.
Facepalm. Just facepalm.
To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
Damn.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission.
He's not
Should
real
we
anymore.
ever cross paths again?
He's a fictional
I'd love for you
character.
to visit the Express.
Fictionologist.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
And Miss Firefly.
Does that mean he's gonna
thank you
fade?
for all your support.
Now that he's like filled his
We're
purpose?
faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunter's objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now, everyone, let's prepare to move out.
Dun dun dun. Here we go, everybody. The family. I think we're about to enter the final stretch of the quest.
You have ambition, dreams, and the drive, dear friends. The next superstar of Penacony's Charmony Festival could be you.
We have like this little detour, but I think then we're entering like the final arc.
Here come four friends with spirits high and full of steel. Are you aspiring to be the superstars of the festival?
Is he talking about us?
I think he's just talking about any contestant. Look how smug the Trailblazer looks. He's like, yeah, I do.
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview with us? It'll be quick.
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky blanketed by banners, you vie for the crown.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty!
This room's making my eyes
My
hurt.
knight's head is hard as steel. Brother
The
Lance
things in the
Smokers
background
is
jumping up with the
stubborn as a
lights
heel.
in the
We
dark
don't
room,
have to be
it's
winners.
actually making my eyes
We
hurt.
don't have fun.
People are pouring in. It kind of feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way. Make way.
Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the soul-glad business empire's founder, Mr. Ideen.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm
That
the
is not what I was
director of
expecting.
Soulglad's Factory, Ideen Lee. My full...
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and...
Don't you guys need to hide your identities?
Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash moves.
Hello everyone, I'm Soul, and she's March 7th. Hello, I'm the Galactic Baseballer, and she's Say Cheese. Hello. Hello everyone, I'm Hello Everyone. Is it really a good idea to have a talent show in this pivotal moment of our story? Just break the fourth wall. I'm the Galactic Baseballer, and she is Say Cheese.
Don't expose my net handle to everyone! Hello, everyone! I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures.
Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is precious. My
We're
four friends,
birds.
come with me.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a blast.
Alright, this is the first break we've had in like 4 hours of stream. I think this is a good place to stop for now. Because I know there's gonna be at least another 2 hours of this quest, and it's already 11 o'clock, and I don't think if we start this next part, we'll be able to stop. So I think for today, this is a good place to stop for now. This is really funny. This is a very interesting quest. Honestly, I'm really excited to see where it concludes. I might stream tomorrow morning or the day after that just to finish this up, because I really don't want to get spoiled. So if I just have like a random surprise stream in the morning to finish the quest, that's why. But I kind of need a break. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone.